6 degrees of separation. The theory that anyone can be connected to any other person through a chain of acquaintances that has no more than 5 intermediaries. The old saying, "It's a small world," has never been more significant than in Hollywood. In a town where everyone has worked with everyone, the small world theory links everyone from Angelina Jolie to Nicole Kidman to Tom Cruise to Colin Farrell to Lindsay Lohan. While every actor thinks they are the centre of the Hollywood universe, 6 degrees of separation has evolved to stand for the idea that we're all somehow connected. 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon is based on the concept of the small world phenomenon, which states that any actor can be linked through their film roles to Kevin Bacon. The prolific actor noted in a 1994 magazine interview for the film River Wild, when talking about his fame, that he's worked with everybody in Hollywood or someone who's worked with them. John Belushi is just one of almost 2,000 actors who can be directly linked to Kevin in just one step, having starred with him in the 1978 comedy hit Animal House.
That boy is a P.I.G. pig.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Another who can be connected in one step is acclaimed actor Lawrence Fishburne, who worked alongside Kevin in the Academy Award-winning film Mystic River.
Sexually abused as a kid. Are you serious?
Confused? Don't worry, you're not the only one.
Markham was not sexually abused, you see. In that equation, sexual omission is part of the deal.
Joining over 174,000 actors who can be joined to Kevin directly in 2 steps is teen queen Lindsay Lohan. While never having directly starred with Kevin, she can be joined to him thanks to her role in Herbie Fully Loaded, which co-starred Matt Dillon.
Let's see what makes you tick. Who's laughing now?
After teaming up in 1998, Matt and Kevin reunited in the 2005 drama film Loverboy, which Kevin also directed. The film also starred Kevin's wife, Kyra Sedgwick.
Look for those secrets and you will be happy ever.
Also connected to Kevin in 2 steps is Dame Judi Dench, who was cast alongside Colin Firth in the 2005 film The Importance of Being Earnest.
I'm feeling very well.
That's not quite the same thing. I dare not even suspect.
2005 was also the year Colin Firth starred with Kevin in director Atta Migoyan's sly and seductive showbiz noir film Where the Truth Lies, the story of a superstar comedy duo caught up in the mysterious murder of a beautiful blonde.
Please welcome the beautiful, the talented Lenny Morris and Vince Vaughn!
Joining an impressive array of actors connected to Kevin in 2 steps is a member of the Hollywood Coppola family, Jason Schwartzman. Jason starred alongside American Beauty actress Mena Suvari in the 2002 indie film Spun.
Your friend Nikki, huh? Hey, Cookie.
In our last 2-step link, Mena then went on to co-star with Kevin in the 2005 comedy Barbershop, in which Kevin plays a flamboyant German hairstylist.
Best stylist in town.
Oh my God.
You're the miracle worker.
With the world's worst boss.
Give me some proper respect, yeah?
You act like you own me.
Of course I do.
Quit.
You're going to fall flat on your behind.
Well, I got a little cushion, so I'll be just fine.
Most people in Hollywood can be linked to the versatile actor in 2 steps or less, proving what a prolific screen career he has had.
I used to think you were shy, but now I think it's something else.
You know, talking to you is like riding on a merry-go-round.
That's a marvelous image, Walter, because by going in circles, we find things we missed the
As
first
little
time
as
around.
2 to 3% of actors who have ever graced the silver screen cannot be linked to the actor, which proves that Kevin Bacon is indeed the centre of the Hollywood universe. Relationships, breakups and month-long marriages are a central fact of life in Hollywood, and on screen it's no different. In this 6 Degrees of Separation, it seems like everyone from Zach Braff to Billy Bob Thornton has dated the same person at least once, whether it be on screen or off. Jake Gyllenhaal and Ewan McGregor have both starred with some lovely ladies. From Emmy Rossum to Scarlett Johansson and Emily Mortimer, these two young actors have had the pick of the Hollywood crop to romance on the big screen. Ewan starred alongside Scarlett in the 2005 science fiction film The Island, about two young people on the run from a utopian facility.
On the island.
I wish I'd known you better.
You too. Watch your proximity.
Scarlett then teamed up with Jonathan Rhys-Meyers in the Woody Allen-directed flick Match Point as a couple embarking on a dangerous affair.
You're going to go to my wife.
Hello? Who keeps calling?
You have to protect me. My family, my marriage is at stake.
I don't think my career
British
has
actress Emily Mortimer
really
plays a
gone as
major
planned.
role in the film as Jonathan's unsuspecting wife.
Important to be lucky in anything.
Well, I don't believe in luck, I believe in hard work.
Emily starred alongside
have to
Jared
say
Butler
nice
in
things
Dear
to
Frankie
pay
as a
for that.
single mother who hires a man to pretend to be her child's father.
Lucky boy.
From his mother and I lie to him every single day.
Now you protect him every single
Gerard was cast in the title role in Joel Schumacher's film rendition of Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera alongside Emmy Rossum. Emmy had a lead role opposite Jake Gyllenhaal in the action film The Day After Tomorrow, with their on-screen romance steaming up cinemas. In the already small world, their pairing brings to an end the 6 degrees of separation between Jake and Ewan. Naomi Watts is one of the most sought-after young actresses in Hollywood. Having been cast as the love interest on more than one occasion, Naomi herself is no stranger to on- and off-screen romances. I Heart Huckabees saw Naomi team up with Jude Law as his live-in girlfriend and face of his chain of department stores, Huckabees.
Remember last year? The trust thing, the paragliding? It's just like that.
What's the matter, Alfie?
Jude then starred in a remake of the 1966 film Alfie, playing a serial womanizer alongside Sienna Miller, who would later go on to become his off-screen fiancée. Sienna then joined Heath Ledger in Casanova, playing a young woman who helps the legendary lover discover the real meaning of love.
Francesca Browner.
You stand for everything I write against.
Heath was cast alongside Naomi in Ned Kelly in the story about the famous Australian bushranger. While love blossomed on screen, it also spilled into real life, with the Australian actors dating for 2 years, ending their relationship due to work commitments.
Why?
Because he's a bastard liar like all couples, that's why.
John Travolta and Penelope Cruz would seem to have little in common on paper, but connect them to Uma Thurman and Kate Hudson, and you have yet another 6 degrees of separation from on-screen Hollywood relationships. John romanced Uma in the 2005 film Be Cool, about life in the music industry. Uma then went on to work her magic alongside Luke Wilson in My Super Ex-Girlfriend as a heroine named G-Girl who is dumped by her boyfriend and then takes her revenge. Alex and Emma saw Luke star with Kate Hudson as an author who falls in love with his stenographer.
I'm here. I'm in love with you, and she's not even available.
Kate joined Matthew McConaughey in the comedy How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days as a journalist trying to do exactly that.
Oh my God.
Matthew then starred with Penelope Cruz in the action-adventure film Sahara. The movie saw them turn from an on-screen pairing into an off-screen couple. And when you do that in Hollywood, the world gets that little bit smaller. From the outside, the stars of young Hollywood look like the ultimate it couples. But once inside this elite crowd, it's obvious today's hottest celebrities are passing from one another faster than most people change their clothes. It seems every week, Tinseltown's famed couples have broken up and have moved on to their latest co-stars or best friend's ex, proving what a small world Hollywood really is. In this 6 Degrees of Separation for Hollywood relationships, we'll trace how to get from pop superstar Britney Spears to actor Zach Braff, with Jared Leto, Wilmer Valderrama, Cameron Diaz and Mandy Moore just a few in between. Britney Spears began dating NSYNC star Justin Timberlake in 1998 after the two were on the Mickey Mouse Club together. The pop princess and the boy band heartthrob were one of the hottest couples of the late 90s. The pressure became too much for their relationship, with rumours of Britney's infidelity, and they split in 2002. After leaving his squeaky clean boy band image in favour of a sexier, more mature look and sound, the breakup heavily influenced Justin's writing for his solo album. But it didn't take him long to move on. Justin dated a handful of young Hollywood sweethearts before settling on Cameron Diaz. After meeting at the 2002 Kids' Choice Awards, the couple have chosen to keep their relationship out of the public eye.
Hello, handsome. I've come to wish you happy birthday.
Oh, man.
But before Justin, there was Jared Leto, who Cameron was engaged to marry. Their relationship lasted 4 years, but ended in 2002, with the low-key couple going their separate ways. In 2005, Jared was then romantically linked to teen queen Lindsay Lohan, his co-star in the film Chapter 27. While suggestions that the two were an item had been circulating for a while, neither star ever publicly confirmed it. Lindsay wasn't too heartbroken, as before Jared, she was in a year-long relationship with That 70s Show star Wilmer Valderrama. Following the success of his hit TV show, Wilmer soon earned a reputation as a young Hollywood Lothario. Linked with Ashlee Simpson at one time, it was Wilmer's romance with the newly minted teen star Lindsay that put him in the spotlight in 2004.
First of all, the publication is extremely classy.
Wilmer's first famous girlfriend was pop princess Mandy Moore, who he dated for 18 months between 2000 and 2002. Their relationship was again in the media in 2006 when Wilmer appeared on The Howard Stern Show and detailed that he and Mandy were each other's first loves. But Mandy found true happiness with Zach Braff. The couple met in 2004 at a fundraising event and finally went public with their romance at the Golden Globes in 2005. The Scrubs funny man and the singer-actress wanted to shield their romance from the media, which is the end of our 6 Degrees of Separation for relationships. Confused? Okay, Britney dated Justin, who went out with Cameron Diaz, who was seeing Jared Leto, who was involved with Lindsay Lohan, who dated Wilmer Valderrama, who went out with Mandy Moore, who dated Zach Braff. What a tangled relationship web Hollywood stars weave. In this 6 Degrees of Separation, we take a look at the relationships, both romantic and work-related, that's connected everyone from Jennifer Aniston to Antonio Banderas. And the closer you look, the crazier it gets. Let's start with the man once voted the sexiest man alive, Brad Pitt. Brad was involved in a long-term relationship with actress Gwyneth Paltrow after they starred together in the thriller Seven. One of the most sought-after couples in the world, extensive tabloid coverage surrounded their relationship. They became engaged in 1996, but split in 1997. Brad then moved on to Jennifer Aniston, who he married in 2000. After 5 years together, their separation was announced amid speculation the marriage ended due to Jennifer's refusal to have children. In 2005, Brad starred in action-adventure film Mr. and Mrs. Smith alongside Angelina Jolie and Vince Vaughn. Brad then began dating Angelina and became the legal guardian of her adopted children before Angelina gave birth to their daughter, Shiloh, in 2006. Let's go back and look at it from a different angle. Brad's former wife Jennifer starred with his Mr. and Mrs. Smith co-star and close friend Vince Vaughn in the 2006 film The Breakup.
That's not what I want.
You just said that you want me to help you do the dishes.
I want you to want to do the dishes.
Why would I want to do dishes?
The couple's on-screen chemistry spilled over to real life, with the two happily dating.
We communicate and we're kind to each other.
From here, it gets even more confusing. Before getting together with Brad, Angelina was married to Billy Bob Thornton. The couple's public declarations of passion made them media darlings before they divorced 3 years later. As well as Angelina, Billy Bob and Brad also have actress Catherine Zeta-Jones in common, having both starred alongside her. The 2003 film Intolerable Cruelty paired Billy Bob and Catherine together in the romantic comedy.
Love is good.
Marilyn, what a pleasure. Who the hell are you?
Howard and I are planning to marry.
She also starred with Brad in Ocean's 12, the sequel to the hit box office remake Ocean's 11, as the ex-lover Brad's trying to win back. It turns out that there's also another link between Angelina and Catherine in the shape of Spanish heartthrob Antonio Banderas. Catherine played Antonio's love interest in the 1998 film The Mask of Zorro, re-teaming again in 2005 for the sequel.
I wish I was there today.
You were.
Widely acclaimed, The Mask of Zorro went on to do well at the box office thanks to the chemistry between the two leads.
Excuse me.
In 2001, it was Angelina's turn to act alongside Antonio as the mail-order bride Julia Russell in the thriller Original Sin. Just when you think there's no one else left to be linked, Angelina took on a role opposite Brad's former lover, Gwyneth Paltrow, in the animated film Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. In a case of life imitating art, and in true Hollywood style, Angelina and Gwyneth play ex-lovers of Jude Law's character, causing more than a few tensions.
It's suicide.
Frankie, pull up.
3.
Pull up, Frankie.
The harder you look, the more complicated it gets. So in this confusing 6 degrees of separation, Brad Pitt is the common link to most of the power plays in Hollywood, whether it be through his off-screen relationships or his on-screen romances. In a town as small as Hollywood, it's natural to discover that almost everyone has worked with everyone. And if they haven't worked together, they've probably worked with someone or someone who has been romantically linked to those who have. Look closely and you'll discover what a small world it really is in this 6 degrees of separation for Hollywood actors and the co-stars they've shared screen time with. Tom, Nicole and Katie. Has there been a more publicised love triangle than the relationships between Tom Cruise, his Oscar-winning ex-wife Nicole Kidman, and the mother of his child, Katie Holmes? No matter their off-screen relationships, these 3 stars of the big screen all have co-stars in common, without all having starred in a film together. So let's take a look at this complicated web of Hollywood co-stars. Renee Zellweger has starred alongside both Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Renee first caught the attention of audiences around the world with her breakout role in the 1996 film Jerry Maguire, where she played the romantic interest of Tom's character. She acted alongside Nicole in the 2004 epic Cold Mountain, for which she received an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress.
Him come back to me.
In her 2004 Oscar acceptance speech, Renee thanked Tom Cruise for showing her early in her career that kindness and success are not mutually exclusive.
I'll send you out with a shotgun a lot more.
Nicole starred with Ewan McGregor in the Academy Award-winning musical film Moulin Rouge, a tale of love and its age-old conflict with wealth, materialism and jealousy.
Mademoiselle Satine, I haven't quite finished writing that new scene. Will the lovers be meeting at the sitar player's humble abode scene? And I wondered if I could work on it with you
Ewan
later
then
tonight.
joined forces with Renee in the 2003 romantic comedy Down with Love.
I've got her exactly where I want her.
Or maybe you just like spending time with her.
This is terrible. We're behaving just like two people in love.
Ewan had previously starred with Christian Bale in the hit film Velvet Goldmine, a film set in Britain during the days of glam rock in the early 1970s. Christian then teamed up with Katie Holmes in the 2005 remake Batman Begins as the famed Caped Crusader, with Katie playing his childhood friend.
Falcone sent them to kill you.
Why?
You rattled his cage.
Katie joined Irish star Colin Farrell in the thriller Phone Booth, a film about a man trapped in a telephone box by a sniper. The film features a line of dialogue where Katie refers to the film Jerry Maguire and casts herself in the part Renee Zellweger played.
You're saying Stuart.
Hang up.
Stu hasn't been totally honest with you.
Colin then acted alongside Tom Cruise in the Steven Spielberg thriller Minority Report, about a police department that arrests killers before they commit the crimes, courtesy of future viewing technology.
I'm supposed to kill him in less than 36 hours.
He's coming here together.
Jamie Foxx appeared opposite Colin in the 2006 crime show remake Miami Vice as Detective James Sonny Crockett.
Into this which way is up?
You think I'm in so deep I forgot?
I never doubt you.
Jamie then went on to star in the thriller Collateral with Tom Cruise, with the two stars putting in a performance that was hailed by critics and landed Jamie an Oscar nomination.
Someone killed you.
Max! I do this for a living!
The strong small world claim is that everyone is connected by an average of only 6 degrees of separation. And everyone means everyone on the planet. But in the interconnected world of Hollywood, it makes the world just that little bit smaller.
Favorite actor? Tom Cruise, Jada Pinkett.